I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't even reach out to any other schools.
Really?
I mean, I kind of knew in the back of my mind if Coach Weiss wanted me, I was going to go here. So.
Cool.
Yeah. So it was KU or go get a job.
Yeah, pretty much. And, I'd take another year playing college ball over, taking a job any day of the week. So, it was a good option. Yeah.
So the sense of urgency, that you see that kind of as a good thing because you and Dane specifically probably have that that the clock's really ticking.
Yeah, I mean this is our last year, so it's no holds barred for me. I mean I got to get out there and showcase my talents and do everything right this year. So. See what happens.
You said the coaching change and how you had been through that before. I suppose you can relate a little bit to some of the guys that have been here as well. They're going through kind of maybe that same type of thing. It's
just tough when new coaches come in and trying to learn a new scheme for defensively what you were used to with your old coaches and all that. Forming new relationships. But it's about the end of it.
How about Dane? Did he recruit you here at all? Or? I mean, I'm sure he heard that Coach was going to call you.
Yeah, no, he didn't really recruit me. I mean, me and Dane have been really good buddies since high school. We went to high school together. When I found out he was coming here, we keep in contact. We talk a couple times a week. I'd see how spring ball is going and all that. And he just really, I mean, he wasn't really recruiting me, but he just told me how great of a town this is. He told me how great the facilities were here, and I really was like, really? Kansas has goodness, dude, they're better than Notre Dame. So I didn't believe him, but I came here, and saw everything with my own two eyes. And, and Coach Weiss is, still the same guy. He's never changed, which is why I love Coach Weiss. And he's got some of the old guys back from our old coaching staff. So, it was a warm welcoming coming back here. And, I just really appreciate the opportunity Coach Weiss has given me, and I feel I can take advantage of that. And, run with it.
Do you have any good high school stories about Dane?
About Dane? Off the top of my head, no. I mean, Dane's low-key. He's a really funny guy. So, I mean, if you ever hang around with Dane and you get to know him pretty well, you'll know that he's actually quite a character, and he actually cracks me up quite a bit. So.
Was he a grown man in high school like he is now? He's so mature. He's like a coach here,
Yeah, actually, I remember in high school, our conference thought that he was actually like 21, and so they tried to, do all this background check and stuff to see if his, birth certificate was actually him. And it was, 6'5", sophomore walking around. He was a grown man, and that's what everyone thought, which was funny because he looked a lot older than kids in high school too. But yeah,
he seems very competitive. Like he's the kind of guy that really
he
challenge.
is. Yeah.
Has he always been like that?
Oh yeah, I mean even when we play video games together, outside football, if he loses, he doesn't take too kindly to it. So he's competitive in all aspects of everything he does. So
it sounds like this group of linebackers has, been very. You talk about the welcoming you've had. It sounds like they've been very open to you stepping in and being a little bit of a leader, partly because of your experience and your background. Do you feel that too? I mean, have you felt like a seamless transition for you to kind of be one of the leaders?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's just a young linebacking group we have, and so I think that they kind of needed, an older guy in there to. So I can kind of show them stuff that I've learned and all that. But, I mean, it's a great group of guys we got in the linebacking core. No one's had that, kind of jealousy of me coming in and, them, labeling me as a starter. Yeah, I mean, even though it's not guaranteed I'm going to start, you got to compete. Right. And I got to compete, to earn that starting job. So, but it's, like you said, it's been a warm welcoming, and I appreciate that from all the guys. They're all good dudes.
How does Skylar Miles seem like a freshman to you, and how does he seem like maybe even more than a freshman?
He's very mature for a freshman, and he's got kind of a big load put on because he's getting in the D1 slot. He's getting a lot of reps. And it's tough. I remember me as a freshman trying to learn our scheme with John Tunuta. It was a pretty complex scheme to learn for a freshman. And when you're getting some reps in there with the first team, trying to learn all that stuff, I mean, it can get kind of confusing. It can get kind of, tough for you because you come out of high school where it was basically run around and make plays. Now you have gaps, you got, assignments, and it's a lot hard. And when you start thinking, like I think, even I've been doing a little bit. When you think when the ball snapped, you're not going to play fast. So it's just getting the playbook and learning stuff. So you get to the point where you can just run and make plays and not even think. So, but Skyler's doing a great job. He's going to be a heck of a ball player in the next couple of years.
Someone asked you who's the most talented player on this defense. What would be the first name that popped in mind?
I'm not sure. We have a bunch of good ball players.
Yeah.
No one really pops in my mind, but our defense is pretty talented. Coming from ND where you got a lot of talent too. I mean, I couldn't say that anyone even in the secondary for Notre Dame pops up more than someone here. We have great talent. It's just I think guys just their mentality has to change because they've been used to losing seasons, and I think with the new coaching staff we'll get back on track, and you'll definitely see a big differently in the defense this year in a good way. So.
How much did you talk to Dane during the recruiting process the first time around? Did you guys want to go to the same place, or did it just kind of happen that way?
You talking about high school?
Yeah.
It was, well, Dane gets mad when I say this, but Notre Dame offered me first. Twice contacted me first, gave me the scholarship. So
Said, hey, we got this quarterback you might want to consider.
Yeah. So then a couple days later, Coach Weiss, I was in college, and he said, "Oh, we didn't know you had this quarterback." I don't think Notre Dame was really looking for a good quarterback at that time because they just got Jimmy Clausen. Mm-hmm. But I said, "Yeah, Coach, he's the best quarterback I've ever seen in high school ball, and he's a heck of a player." And so Dane was kind of if he didn't know if he wanted to go to Notre Dame at first, but I mean we took our trip there together and all ended up working out. And I'm just happy that we could we started our career together and we can end it together. So
he was basically the player to be named later.
Yeah.
Hey, we get a chance to talk to Mike tomorrow. We're going. Anything we need to do to prepare for that?
Be on top of your game because Mike will come right back at you. He's my roommate here now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. But you'll have an interesting time interviewing him, that's for sure.
How exciting is this whole opportunity for you? I mean, getting this extra year and being granted, and then coming here and kind of getting a fresh start.
Yeah.
How exciting is that for you?
It's very exciting. I mean, you talk about playing in the Big 12. We have some of the top-rated teams in the nation this year. So, I mean, it's really a great chance for me to showcase my talents against some of the best talent in the nation. So, it's very exciting.
You said you thought about not playing this year at all. Are you thinking about playing after this year, though?
I mean, that's definitely always, it's always in the background. I mean, my dad played in the NFL for 10 years,
right.
For a decade. So it's always been kind of a goal of mine to kind of get to that level also. And I mean, hopefully I can. Hopefully I get a shot. If I do, I'm definitely gonna, take that chance and try and run with it. But we'll see what happens. Just take it day by day.